hello to everybody in vibesworkshop.com land. My name is Jerry Leek, and I'm going to continue presenting some ideas and concepts here on an African xylophone called the Balafon, but of course can be adapted to drums and other mallet instruments, of course, the vibraphone. The whole idea is to start to generate some independence with the hands, to be discovering some more areas of freedom and concepts that you can build for harmonic possibilities, rhythmic ideas. But really it's working with the two hands to create a kind of a non-changing pattern in the low register and a changing pattern in the right hand to explore rhythm systems from Africa and India, a lot of my influences. So let's talk, and more getting into the ideas. Basically, we're just going to talk about the most basic and world famous of all rhythm structures. And that would be a combination of 3 plus 3 plus 2. In other words, basically half of a clave. If you think about the son clave from Afro-Cuban music, that would be taki, 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 taki. By the way, I've added a new element to my presentation, ankle bells, right here, to kind of keep a beat and a pulse, because that's going to start to change our awareness of where the kind of the downbeat and the beat is. Will change in the left hand, so the ankle bell on the foot will always be kind of a reliable stabilizer of the beat. And basically what's going to happen is we're just going to look at the first half of that clave pattern to examine 3-3-2. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1. And of course, if you're familiar with my systems, I take numbers and convert them right away to the Indian syllables, the solka 2 from both North and South India, but sometimes I'll speak syllables that are just for South India. So that would be takita, so ta is 1, taka is 2, takita is 3, and maybe we'll get to the takadimi as well. So takita, takita, taka. Takita, takita, taka, takita, takita, taka, takita, takita, taka. So in essence, that becomes basically hits that are long in duration, 2 of those, 2 longs, and then 1 short hit. So in the analysis of African bell patterns, they really refer to the duration of the pattern. So the 3-3-2 would be built with long, long, short, like this. Long, long, short, long, long, short, long, long, short. Now, a great scholar named James Coding in the African diaspora tradition and analysis, anthropology, used the syllables sang and si to represent long and short. It's a much more elegant, sort of musical, poetic way of saying it. So, sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si. So, right to the instrument, what's going to happen is, I'm going to just, using the double mallets, why not get, as Gary Burton would often talk about, even if you're going to only use 2 mallets, hold all 4 so you get used to that. Well, I'm going to use all 4 as well. Simple intervals using the pentatonic scale, which is right here. So, obviously, you know, it's a 4-octave instrument in a pentatonic 5-note scale, which I can talk more about down the road. But right now, it's really just getting used to the mechanics. And you don't need to be behind an instrument, behind a drum. You can just be doing the patterns with your hands, tapping your foot, using your hands, bringing in the language. Okay, so the beat is just going to be the quarter note. And imagine that we're in 2/4 meter, like with 16th notes. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a little softer. So think about the 3-3-2 would be 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Accenting the ones would be. So you see the beat is constant. The 3-3-2 is taking shape. The 2 longs and a short. Sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si. So far, no challenge, and that's good. What I'm going to do is put the C's in an upper register. In other words, the 2 longs here, and the 2 shorts, and the short cell right here. So you get this little cooking. Sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si, sang, sang, si. You can also go down if you want to. So you start to move it around, but start with simple ideas. Very straightforward, not at all demanding. Switching hands would be a good idea once you get really proficient, but now the goal is to make this deeper and broader in possibilities. This video may actually be in 2 parts because it actually gets quite involved in the combinations, but let's see how far it gets. And the less I talk, the more we can do. So the idea is to bring in 2 variations for the right hand. I actually have 5 variations, but I'm only going to work on two more. The primary, the 3-3-2, and that hits all of the ones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. The second variation is going to hit the 1-2s of the cells that are in the 3. So 1, 2, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And I can say taka, taka, ta, taka, taka, ta. So here's our beat. Again, very basic grooves, a logical extension, creating more ornamentation on the theme. So you can call that theme and variation, of course. So those are the 1-2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Based on this cell of 3-3-2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I may be saying things quickly and skipping over sort of some technical components, but use the language and the numbers as a reference. Now, another fun phrase is to take the 2-3, the 1-2s, 1-2, 1s, and move that all forward by a 16th note, and you're hitting all the 2s and the 2-3s. So 1 is going to be empty, like this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. 1. So this is the beginning of our cells, and I'm going to just take us through all 3 of those. The 1s, what did I call hitting just the 1s? The 1-2s, which is an extension of that phrase, and then the 2-3s, which is a displacement of the 1-2s. So hit steady beat, and I'll just keep it with those notes for now, and we'll get into other ornamentations. So, I always speak the tucky-ta, tucky-ta, tucka for the first one to kind of represent the rhythm scale, we'll call it. Tucky-ta, tucky-ta, tucka, tucky-ta, tucky-ta, tucka, tucky-ta, tucka, tucka. Now the 1-2s. Tucka, 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 tucka. Then the 2-3s. Tucka, 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 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, tucka, tucka, tucka. Back to the beginning. Maybe now go here. Okay, so that is the root of where we are, kind of the encapsulation of the first main idea. Now, we're going to stick with these 3 patterns in the right hand, and again, you feel free to move them around with octaves. I don't want to get fancy at all in the demonstration, but now we're going to introduce variations on the left hand, and that's why I'm wearing the ankle belts, so we can feel the beat. So what was just the quarter note is going to become the offbeat 8th note. Ta 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 taki ta taki ta taka taki ta taki ta taka 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 ta taka taka ta. So here we go. This is our phrase. Then the offbeat 8th note, which is taki ta taki ta taka taki ta taka, or sang sang see sang sang see sang. Now the 1-2s. Is fairly intricate. We have this 1 and 2 and we have, if I sang the notation, would be E and 2 E E and 2 E and 2 3 but again I'm coming back to my cells 3-3-2, which is 2-3-2-3-2 again. So here's the whole series. Maybe cooking it a bit. Phrase 1s, 1-2s, 2-3s, 2-3s. In other words, 1 bar of the 1s, 1 bar of the 1-2s, 2 bars of the 2-3s. So here we go. So that's That's with the beat. Now the offbeat, we have sang, sang, she, da, 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 you get the idea. It can really become quite exciting as you sort of just get inside the groove. And really we're talking about almost like getting into trance type aspects of the music. Jazz is so much about change and moving and harmony, and as we know, but also there's some very cool etudes and classical pieces, Dave Friedman's compositions, which really get into some nice movement and independence aspects. So this is sort of in that realm, but using this particular instrument and those possibilities. So that is just the offbeat eighth note with the phrase. We're going to kind of end this video, and there'll be a second part to this, which will get into much more complicated phrases. So once again, review. Here we go. I'll do it on the beat. Here we go. Then the 1, 2s. Now the offbeat eighth note, same idea. Same 3 right hand patterns here, on beat and offbeat eighth note, which I call basically the gospel clap, feeling that offbeat eighth note. That's why I'm wearing the ankle bells, so we always have a sense of what that beat is, where it is. I know you get the idea, but I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. Okay, so the next part of this kind of binary study in 3-3-2 in a simple 2-4 meter is going to get into much more intricate combinations for the left hand. I hope that makes sense. Leave comments, give me questions. I'm open to all thoughts and opinions, and hopefully it's clear. And also maybe start to show me some ideas you may present on your instrument, vibraphone, marimba, wherever the case may be. The goal is to just develop the mechanics, and then the freedom arises from that confidence and that clarity. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon for part 2, more involved phrases on the left hand. Bye-bye.